And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. This whole thing you're gonna watch now, it's a thank you to you. I'm gonna say thank you by dancing. Let's go.
Once again.
Again? Are you sure? I'm overdoing it a bit because I'm wearing Maxine. track by Menu Mas. So thoughts. What thoughts are you having right now? I'm the judge. I'm home again and I dig it. I love you, Joe. Yeah, it's hard being locked down, isn't it? I wonder if these tracks are on Melt SoundCloud. I believe they are. All of these tracks I'm playing right now are liked, right up top of my list. This is a very new one. I'm getting kind of wrecked. Just a little bit sitting in Riverside and listening to the grasslands. Sharing it with me in text, in spirit, sending you hugs.
of thought. So he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusion.
I think fall is my favorite season. I think you are my favorite people. Sorry. This was a thank you stream for you after all. All of that craziness. My heart just keeps communicating to me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Time doesn't exist. Time does not exist. Right? Sure, I just danced for apparently 20 minutes. But where did the 20 minutes go? Show me. Where are they? Where is time? Point it out to me, sure. Please. I'm coming in a second. I need to catch my breath. Become human again. That thorn I stepped in is really making my foot itch. It's like, invader! Invader! Invader alert! There is an invader! Alert! Alert! I put seat down. Let me see. If I sit down here, ich mal melt. I feel like Mama Gaia is the ultimate trendsetter for fashion and for the common the way. I'm pretty wrecked right now. And our passing seasons. Melty wearing my hug. I am. Maxine's scarf. An object manifested into my world. I actually forgot to share this little bit of information with you, Joy Vive. But when my family was here, my one aunt saw me wearing your scarf, that blue one. And she was like, I want it. Let me buy it from you. And I was like, no. And she's like, come on, let me buy your scarf. And I was, no. And she's like, come on, man, how much do you want for it? And I tell her, you cannot offer me any number that will let me part with this scarf. And then she has this coy, not, I've recently, yesterday, realized I'm using coy wrongly, not shy. Whatever the opposite of coy is, I need to figure out what that word is. She goes, oh, of course, there's a number that you'll sell that scarf for. And I tell her, Nia, that is me. No, there isn't a number you can offer me. And then she was like, why? And I told her very specifically, because this is a gift from a friend, right? I wasn't planning on making a profit from a gift. And I know that you're gonna be here. And it's one of my favorite things to make flowers with. I think today's flower is gonna turn out fire. With this dark blue. Gonna have the pants in it too. Plus this shirt is one of my favorite to make flowers with. I love how you keep a trove of scarves sacred and unsullied by money melt. I'm the same with gifts, yeah. And then I felt so proud of myself. I felt so proud of myself that I thought about it yesterday again. That I felt even more proud of myself that I felt I had to share that story, right? So maybe I'm sullying it with my pride. I wouldn't put that past myself, but yeah, it's just another way to say thank you, I guess, right? That I say thank you so much for the scarf you've sent me, that even if someone wanted to offer me $1 billion for it, I'd be like, nah, this scarf is more than $1 million. Back in a second. Oh, gonna get the rest of my things. Broke my fast before dancing stream today. I'm really happy I did. I might have passed out from exhaustion if I didn't. It's a mango. I think that mango really served me. A mango and a peach. For my sugars at least. Some yogurt as well, actually. Sorry for the shaky shakies. Let me see if I can bring you now, friends. A little bit more in frame. Sick. Love you now. I'm sorry for not being as present with you, friends, as I could be. It's not because I don't love you, just because I'm distracted. Sorry. Oh, did I mess up the thumbnail? It seems, and maybe not. Maybe not. Hearing my own voice. Always weird. Let me just say hi. I need the name. Oh goodness. I think some of my comments, at least on the. No. Okay. Now I can see them all. Can I? Yeah. Yo, don't breathe in too hard. Joe, I farted. Gavity Goo is here too. This thing is mildly triggering me right now. Please. There we go. If I scroll all the way to the top, it collapses my comments and then opens the video again. I was taking big breaths, Gabberygoo, so I think it's too late for me now, dude. Already completely full of gob farts. Wonder if these tracks are right. They are, again. Thank you, Joe, for joining us. I like dancing with my cats. I'm happy to hear that. Dancing is good for you. I'm still thinking about, ways to make more money. Surprise, surprise, right? Because I'm tripping out about not being able to make as much impact as I could. Unfortunately, at least in our current system, money is something that's expected of you if you want to make a difference. If you want to be taken seriously for some fucking stupid reason. So I'm thinking about spending my time to make like some sort of dancing program. You think that would work? I don't know if I'm going to teach people how to dance, if I'm going to make some sort of dancer-size. Tripping myself out about it more than anything. Why does it have to be so much bullshit, yo? Why can't I just spend my time doing nothing and get paid $1 billion for that? That's not how it works, Mel. Damn it. Today's stream is going to be about time management. How are we managing our time? I have been a little bit more, I want to say lax, calm, when it comes to tripping myself out about my time expenditure. Look at them doggos being cutie patooties in the background. Maybe I should reframe what I just said. I've been thinking about it from the perspective of I am at least managing some of my time towards growth, right? And instead of tripping myself out about not doing enough with my time, always I'm reminding myself that at least I'm doing something with my time some days, right? And it's a process. This year has been marked with so much growth in myself already. Your friends are helping. I'm happy just to be able to spend some time with you right now, to be echoing these trips that we're going through. Thinking of that joy, I do the same with Machi. This track very much sounds like sampling from Skrillex, Sprite songs, might be even. Menu Must takes from a bunch of places to mix his songs. Big Sky and Very Little Man Made Noise. Yeah, it's true, right? Oh, Lucia's here too. Strong Mega Man vibes. Like the game? Love Alan Watts' background, right? A person who only thinks, a person who is constantly caught up with thinking, has nothing to think about except for thoughts. Right? And for the longest time. Eva, what are you barking at? What are you barking at? There's nothing to bark at. Just barky barkies. Bark bark. Mm, 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 mm. I took a loving breath, thinking about looking up into the sky with the sounds of the water and the feel of the cool morning air. I had a moment of looking up the sky while the Menumos track started playing as well. Looking at the sky just brings to me this deep recognition of how small I am. Where I'm like, ah. Look at all that vastness. So much vast. Melty snapped me out of wherever I was at. With his techno jam wiggle session, I just wanted to tell you all that I love yous. As we you, Brother Joe. It's nice having you here with us, dear friend. Wiggle jam session for everybody. I feel like the song is leading my short bearded self to a quest, right? Jovan, there are a few things that bring me more peace than a running stream and a big blue morning. Gezondheid! Mom sneezed. Gray clouds and freezing rain. Pretty inside. Duck Dad, it's nice having you. My brain is still melting a little bit, so I feel like I just want to melt into the comments right now. I thoroughly enjoyed my cold, cloudy days where I'm bundled and embracing the chill. There is a lot of comfort in that fractal as well. It's what you make of it, right? Pippi is losing her little doggy mind. She's actually insane. Like, I think there's, like, I guess it's Jack Russell, right? Like, it's coded into her DNA to be insane. I'm just happy that she doesn't completely destroy my things. When she, like, bites my scarf, especially when I'm not, dancing with it, and when I am dancing with it, like, I have to now dance with a thing while at the same time being cognizant that there is a little crocodile snapping at my freaking feet, metaphorically, right? This extension of me. And I dance so fast, whipping the scarf around, that if she even manages to bite onto it for a second, I will rip either the scarf apart or I'll fling her into outer space or something. So it messes with my brain a little bit. It smells like life. Nice, it's still pitch black here. Sun isn't up yet. Yes, she is. She's huge, JV. Checkmate, JV. You are the sun. And you are up right now. We're all wrapped in a blankie, cuddled with critters, cold weather is cozy too, it's true. 28 dills, Tyrrell Newell. I can feel my spirit crawling out of this winter reflection / hibernation. The Pippi ASMR. Goosebumpies around it, so excited. Not a question mark. You guys make me smile so much. Thank you for smiling. Right? Just that smiling is good for you. It releases the smile chemicals. Hey Google, what neurochemicals are released when we smile? Swiggity ski bop. Magu mama gama. Endorphins. Yeah. Actually, all of them. Nice. When you smile, your brain releases tiny molecules called neuropeptides that fight off stress. Then, other neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins come into play too. The endorphins act as a mild pain reliever, whereas the serotonin is an antidepressant. All right. So the fact that I'm hearing you smile, all right, like sure, external realm, your face muscles are pulling, you into a smile, but I'm imagining the inside world, feeling a little bit better as a result of that, and that makes me happy. Thank you for smiling again. Man, I'm only now really coming back to normal. You're expecting value of what you give to you. Exactly. So weird, your aunt offered to buy your scarf. Who does that? People who like having things. And she probably likes the power as well. Right. Some people trip out about stuff like that, about offering someone else money for something and then seeing if they can get them to sell them the thing. Even though they might not need it, they might not even want it. They do enjoy participating in power as we do. I've been craving frozen mango. That sounds kind of nice, actually. I've never had frozen mango. I've had frozen blueberries a bunch, but never frozen mango. I've had mango, little small mango cubes in a smoothie, but never frozen mango. I always preferred nectarines to peaches. We had peaches. It's more like a get what you take what you have type of thing. Prefer nectarines. Mango season here right now. Nice. Eat some mangoes. Eat them with the fruit. Eat them with the skin, please. Just because I'm biased and I do that now. The skin is not that bad. Actually, the skin is kind of a vibe. Eating it with the mango like that. Mango and peach. Thinking about our beloved peach and our beloved Ninja Nanner as well right now. Sending you more love, Gob. I'm happy you enjoyed my lungs full of farts joke. Sounds like an indie banjo. It really does. Ah, yes, I've been planning on breakfast fast with my first solid being mango. Never thought to freeze it. Thanks for the experience enhancement, Shanners. It's true. Thank you. Dance exercise. You like that, Joey V? You think it would work? I'm not sure how to implement it. Is the biggest thing, right? Like I have the idea in my mind that I would like to make exercise fun. I would like to have it like be kind of rhythm, but I also know that it's gonna probably be awkward. I'm gonna look like an insane person. What's up, Melty? You seem super mellow today. Just tired. Tired. Fasting does kind of zap me of energy, and whatever that was very much zapped me of energy as well. It's like short circuiting myself when I do stuff like that. Like the amount of like think about it like this, right? I have like a certain arc of energy expenditure. Maybe not even an arc. Let's run a graph of like watts that I'm outputting and then time. And then usually like I wake up and then it kind of goes up as I stand up and then it kind of like and then maybe I'll do some push-ups and then it goes like and then I'll do some pull-ups and then I dance and it goes and then as soon as I sit down it goes back to a baseline lower than my normal energy expenditure and then my body tries to recuperate and it's like bro you need to you need Relax. What are you woof woofing about? What's that? What's the woof woof? There's nothing to woof woof about. I'm not seeing anything to woof woof. Doggers. Oh. Suddenly, just imagine if human beings did that, right? Just suddenly, out of nowhere, we just start like sporadically screaming. And then you see the person next to you screaming. So you're like, I probably should be screaming as well. And then you're like, ah, 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 ah. And then the person, ah, ah. What are we screaming about? No, we don't know. But the person next to me is screaming, so I probably should too. That sounds amazing. Maxine. Did I already miss some? I did. Make half of it into sorbet. And then place the scoop on the other half of the mango as the bowl. Hot damn! That sounds really nice, actually. No one misses managing time. Like yours truly. No one misses managing time. You miss managing your time? Or do you miss having your time managed? Or are you missing managing time? Like, I'm not sure exactly which fractal I'm supposed to consider. It's the best way to eat a Joe. So refreshing. I have a few 1 gallon Ziplocs full of frozen mango slices. How? How do you have a few 1 gallon? 1 gallon is like 3.5 liters, right? Hey Google, how much is a gallon in liters? Yeah, 3.7 liters. 3.7 liters of mango? That's a lot of mango. And you have multiple bags? How do they... I'm just imagining this consolidated block of mango. Do you like open the bag and like take like bites out of it because you're not going to be able to extract individual slices anymore, right? Am I overanalyzing? Probably. It sounds amazing. Maxine, I've taken frozen mangoes and put it through a blender to make it smooth, and then I add some dragon fruit powder, top of some blueberries, and maybe a couple of slices of banana. That sounds really amazing. I love homemade smoothies. I miss Jamba Juice. Never had Jamba Juice either. Mango blueberry smoothie is pretty freaking amazing. Pretty good for you as well. I'm just wondering about fiber. No smoothie shops there, Beansy? Maybe not. North Dakota. One of my most popular smoothies is a strawberry mango with apple juice and a squirt of maple syrup. That does sound kind of nice. Is the maple syrup necessary? I mean, shasi bobasi, dude. Strawberries, sugar. Mango, sugar. Apples, sugar. And then they're like, yeah, need some maple syrup. More. I'm looking forward to sharing food with you friends one day. Sharing a table is such a sacred space to me. Being around and shared sanctity sounds so divine. Maybe it's not as far away as we think. Maybe we'll be able to do it virtually. Maybe we'll do it augmented. Right? We'll sit around our own table and we can have people join us at our table. Have some pass through and some entity sitting in the room. Yeah, that sounds like it could be as well. Man, I'm still going down in energy expenditure. Like my body is like, you need to chillax. Oh, chillax more chillaxing, please. I need to stop relaxing right now. Good morning, Ken. Thank you for saying hi for the show. Not that I know of, Joy. What they have here are these tiny standalone shacks for coffee and something called a zinger. It's rebuild, a rebuild with flavor syrup, cream, and ice. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. What's a rebuild? I would die of happiness, getting to cook and enjoy, and eat along you all. Well, I guess we're gonna have to make sure that we never do that. I don't want you to die at all. Oh, Gobi, that smoothie order is exactly why you are so farty. You woke up and chose smoothie violence with mango and apple juice. I would make you guys the biggest breakfast ever. Mine too, it's the one meal I don't mind cooking. How about that? My breakfast was some chicken, some eggs, then I had some nuts and pumpkin seeds and linseed and some yogurt, and then the mango and the peach. And I don't know if I'll be eating anything else. My body is like getting zapped right now. The AI is powering down. Lord have mercy. I can't do breakfast. I just want the coffee and a smoke. I do. So much love. We'll we'll melt into support of one another, Sam. Like I believe the way we'll live in the future is just going to be like micro communities almost. What are you barking at? What are you barking at right now? Like if there was something, attacking me, I would love for you to alert me so that I can be alarmed. But I feel pretty safe right now. There's nothing eating me. Eva, varför blaf jij? Varför blaf jij, Wouter? Huh? Who wants some scritches? Much. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Calm. Nice and calm. No barky barks for no reason. If someone is attacking us, encroaching on our space, then barky bark all you want. Barky bark your heart out. But if we're safe, no barky barks. Right? Barky barks should be reserved only for the most critical of times. Otherwise, I don't know what to trust. Right? Eva, being a guard dog. I want to watch. Make sure those demons don't encroach. Lief voor jou, Eva. Nou, lief voor jou. Ja, ik is lief voor jou, zijn behoefte. Dank je. Dank je dat jij mij oppast. Kom. Masha, masha. Look at Pippi trying to block her. Oh, masha, 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 masha. Masha, masha, kish, masha, kish. Yuri being a underdogger dude as well. Oh, masha, masha, kish. Masha, 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 masha. Thank you for spending some time with me. I like how today's whole stream topic for me was about spending our time. Like I was gonna go through a bunch of different trips. One of the trips that I wanted to go through is how, in today's day and age, we are convinced that we should be spending our time differently, right? Like it's this weird paradox of, on one side, there are these finance and self-help gurus, right? I know I'm trying to be self-aware here, that are telling you that you should be doing things, right? I would never, no, not me. Mm-mm. But some of them would be like, yeah, you should be doing more things, right? Why aren't you running 6 businesses and, helping 17, what do you call them? Homeless, feeding kitchens and building houses for low income families and teaching kids, how to integrate better with technology. And why aren't you doing all of these things, right? Why aren't you spending your time better? And for me, at least as of recently, I've just been noticing this willingness to take my time a little bit slower. And I don't know if it's right, but it is making me feel a little more calm. Because we find ourselves in a world where we are more distracted than we've ever been. And I don't know if it's our fault, right? Like the AI revolution that we're experiencing right now, in part, was paid for by you, right? That all of these companies that get your time, your attention right now, was optimizing their algorithms to get to know you better, to the point of being able to serve you content that will keep you on the platform longer. And the longer you stay on the platform, the more money they make, right? And again, at the same time, we're told how we're supposed to be spending our time differently. And it really is this trip, this trip of almost feeling like they're taking our agency. They're expecting us, they want us to, in quotation marks, waste our time, right? And then they want to blame us as well. The fractal that's coming up in my mind right now is, if you enjoy wasting your time, right? If you're having a good time wasting time, then it's not time wasted. Because ultimately, what we're supposed to be doing here is experiencing. And whatever you experience, try to make it lovingly. Try. Really try. Because it is going to be hard sometimes. Let me get back to comments a bit. Love, 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 love. French toast. Hasn't made it in years. I haven't made French toast either. I'd make an OnlyFans account for that 100%. What did Duck Dice say? You implement the dance videos on OnlyFans. Dude, that space is pulling you. Pulling you in one scarf, pull at a time. I'm not gonna have an OnlyFans. And if I'm gonna have an OnlyFans, I'm not going to post nudes. I have nothing unique. Right? I have a penis, I promise. I have a butthole. I have nipples. Like all of us do. Right? Surprise, surprise. You don't have to see it to know that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh goodness. And it's not that I'm shy, right? And I understand body positivities. Body positivity. I do, right? And I get that we shouldn't be shy about our bodies. But I don't know that that's how I want to make money, right? Not that there's anything wrong with making money that way. I feel the fact that we exist in a time where you can sell a picture of yourself and then have a quality of life, right? Pay for your sister's college or whatever, right? Trying to make these things okay to ourselves. It's interesting time that we live in, and there are options, but how I spend my time will be up to me, right? And this is what it's specifically all of us do. Yeah, this is what is specifically about for me. The fractal of taking pictures of myself nude gives me so much brain damage that it like actually like it scares me. I'm just like imagining having to do shit like that. I'm like trying to imagine what am I gonna do? Am I gonna set up a tripod? Am I gonna do it like in the mirror? Right? So I'm like I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it from the perspective of like if I had to do this, and then I ask the if question, and then my mind starts generating answers, fractals, to understand how I would go about doing that, and then seeing the how I would go about doing that, I'm like, no way in hell will I spend my time like that. Nah, nah. Oh hell nah. Right? And then maybe one day I get kids. Maybe one day I have kids, and then my kids' friends goes to one of my kids. He's like, there's pictures of your dad's dick on the internet. Oh goodness, that bothers me so much. I would, how do I explain to him, right? How do I convince my kid to not sell pictures of his dick on the internet if I did it? He's like, Dad, stop being such a fucking hypocrite. I can make $1,000 a week selling pics of my dick. stop, stop limiting me, Dad. We live in the new world. It's the new age. And I'm like, bruh, Elkin, stop it. Oh no, no, dude. Develop skills. Oh, spend your time wisely. Learn how to do something that is of value to people. Hey, William, we're in a weird fractal right now, dude. Love you. Love you so much. It's nice having you here. Oh, French toast. Haven't made it in years. Okay. I feel like I'm so far behind already. Natalie, it's nice having you. We missed you in yoga, friend. Thank you for practicing on your own. Time management. On the day I fell back asleep and missed yoga, right? Yeah. I'm calling you out specifically, Natalie. Yes. Look at me, looking at you, looking at me, looking at you. How dare you miss a single yoga? Now it's impossible for you to show up for all of the other yogas we're gonna do, right? Not? No. It's okay. I love you just as much. There's no expectation, as you know. You're cute, Sam. I'll take that. I'm fat in the fat weight joke, but powerful AF. No, it's the rule I have. When someone fat says something tastes good, I believe that. Like that. Breakfast is such a jam. Me and my mama and sissy love it together. Goodness, I'm so filled with lovey feels this morning. Take it, friends, it's overwhelming. I saw. So it looked like an explosion, but then as soon as I opened my eyes, the explosion had branches, right? So it went a mushroom cloud, and then as I opened my eyes, it had like a branches growing in the explosion. Thank you for that explosion of love, Jovan. Fat talk, eh? I lost too much fat too fast and had to adjust to my new body. It was a head trip. It is, right? I feel like one of the biggest things that I've been facing with my weight loss journey is feeling like that's not me, right? I lose weight, and then I look a certain way, and then I'm like, I don't look that way, and then I gain weight, and then I look more what I have identified with for the longest time, and then I'm like, I remember why I didn't want to look this way anymore, and then I start losing weight. It's like a very much of a identity thing, believing how you're supposed to be looking like. Melty, when mango is sliced and frozen, it doesn't fuse together. You can pull it apart without too much effort. Take it, thaw it out, or blend it up. Like mango flavored ice cubes, easy stuff. The more you know. Mango has never made it into the freezer with us. They get consumed before they get there. Sorry, I'm still waking up and autocorrect. It's okay. I'm working on my weight. I'm terrified of loose skin, but it can be removed. I just don't like the idea of surgery. Joy Vive, you'll be fine. Having loose skin doesn't make you less beautiful, right? Like I have loose skin underneath my face. That's why I have these lines, right? Because of the excess skin that I had, kind of like, and then it went away, right? And I do trip myself out about it, but it's something only I see, right? It's the same thing with all of my uh, stretch marks, on the side of my arms and on my belly. We trip ourselves out about things that are so stupid, right? I'm not saying you're stupid. I just want the things are stupid because they're not you. They're not you, and they don't make you less. And then the other thing that I'm feeling in this moment to share is that we trip ourselves out about stuff like that, right? Like, oh, if I lose all of this weight, I'm gonna have loose skin, so I'd rather not, and then just remain the way I am. And then it perpetuates this fractal of, oh, I would like to lose weight and feel lighter in my own body, but if I do that, then there's gonna be this new problem. You're not gonna have any more problems. You're only gonna have less problems. I promise. I promise. Like we're always gonna have problems, but we get to choose, right? Depending on how we spend our time, we'll get to get different problems, I guess. That's what I'm saying. My skin is slowly accepting and moving into place. I can feel comfortable with yoga has helped, but I'm going to take the dog for a walk today to make up for missed yoga. You're doing fine, Natalie. Thank you for moving, friend. That's what's okay. Melty, is it good to bulk before fasting? I'm fasting from the 25th to the 27th for my attunement, but don't know if I need to slowly make my food portions smaller up until then. So I usually do, right, bulk. And I don't know if it's really bulking. It's more me just eating excessively because I know I'm gonna be fasting. The thing with fasting, the point, if you will, of fasting is autophagy. In other words, you want your body to eat itself. So when you stop eating food, your body starts utilizing the stored energy that you have. But before it starts utilizing the stored energy that you have, it processes, autophagizes, eats all of the things that are not necessary. So all of the proteins that are spent, you know, all of the stuff that isn't, where they're supposed to be, all of the redundancies gets kind of taken care of. And then also your body kind of goes into this mode of uh, energy reservation, where you basically want to make sure, right, on a physiological level, your body gets the information like, we're not getting food right now, right? And then from that acknowledgement, it kind of takes the duplication of cells more seriously. So instead of just nilly-willy bowing cells out, it's like, oh, I have to be careful because I only have this much energy, so I have to make really sure that these cells are being duplicated well. That's one of the things that happens with fasting as well. And then it's insulin, right? You want your body to not have any insulin spikes, because insulin basically switches the machinery in your body from metabolizing internal energy to metabolizing external energy. So If you drop the amount of insulin your body produces before you fast, that will probably help. But fasting is going to be a process no matter when you start doing it. And it's just about, again, and this I do with myself. I remind my body every single time I have cravings, or I have like this need. I just tell my body, hey, you'll be okay. You don't have to eat something right now. And I usually touch my own fat, right? If you have any fat that you can pinch anywhere in your body, you probably have enough energy to be okay with like a 2-day fast. Do consult your physician. I am not a medical professional though. It is a it is a process, right? Some of you friends have diabetes, I know, so it's not an option for you. Even though I would like to believe it is, I've heard amazing anecdotes of people curing their diabetes with fasting and stuff like that, but that is anecdotes. So your mileage may vary. Do. I would love to share me with you all again. So much love. Let me see if I can get a little bit more present with you, friends. I'm pulling your chain. With the OnlyFans, I'm just sending you love as well. Watch Melty start on OnlyFans, and the next time we see him, he's streaming from a Lamborghini with stunner shades and a few gold chains. I would like to believe, even if I become a billionaire, I will never own a Lamborghini. I would like to believe, no matter how rich I get, I will never own a combustion vehicle at all. That is my hope, at least. Right? Again, time management. Do I want to spend time combusting dead dinosaurs and putting some extra carbons in the air? No. Are you evil for doing it? No. Not the point I'm trying to make. I would like to believe that I'll stay myself. I'll be some dude sitting on the ground, no matter how wealthy I get. Because this is all we need, right? Need some water, need some friends, need some conversations, and then everything else will be okay. We'll figure it out. You want to get your 5 grill game on, Joe. Your 5 grill. To bring milk to my friends off grid site. I can picture all of us in this big community table to welcome him. I love that idea, Natalie. In time. All things in time. Just pulling your chain with the OnlyFans. I'm just saying, bruv, you've got a vibe. And look that you would get some Taras. Most probably from Gabi. Thank you. I've been offered work in porn. I have. It was gay porn. Not that I have a problem with gay porn necessarily. Right? It was the weirdest fractal I've ever found myself in. I was at a music festival, and I didn't know it at the time, but I quickly came to the conclusion thereof that these 2 girls I was talking to were working in the porn industry, and they knew a friend of mine, Marlies. I was about to kick myself for getting her name. She unfortunately committed suicide, and we shared like that story, and it's almost like they gained a level of trust from me, knowing that I knew this friend as well. And then they were like, "You want to do porn?" And at first I thought they were joking. I was like, oh. And then they were like, "Nah, we're being very serious." And then I was like, "Oh, what?" What? And they were like, "Yeah, you'll get paid like, between 10 and 20 grand, depending on how long the video is." And I was like, "What?" And then they were like, "Yeah, but there's one caveat." And I'm like, "Yeah, like you'll have to do it with guys." She tells me. I'm like, "Oh hell no." And then she's like, "Don't worry, you won't be the catcher." I'm so sorry for this brain damage. Like I was so shocked in that moment, right? Because I never even conceived of a fractal like that. And then to be seen in that way, I felt objectified. I was like, oh Oh my, I could make a lot of money that way. I'd rather not, though, thank you. I can't imagine why I would. And I think about this a lot, right? Like I don't watch pornography at all anymore. I wanna add the anymore because like all people I have, but it's something that I've started weighing on my soul. It's been like a few months now, where when I would do it, like it would be from some sort of arising of sexual desire or sexual energy, and then it would be this experience of ridding myself of that sexual energy, and then feeling empty afterwards, right? Feeling like, oh, good, you rid yourself of that sexual energy, and it very much felt like I was giving that sexual energy to technology, if that's any way to say it. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if this is how I want to spend my time. One, and then the other side of it was the mental trip, the consideration of the person, right? Again, like I have been offered to work in that industry, and I couldn't even conceive why I would want to, right? Even though the money was good, I felt I had a certain level of pride, I guess, right? For how I should be earning my money. And now, you know, like every single time I even consider it, I think about the people. Like I think about you friends so much, right? Every single one of you are a divine creator. Like you have created this experience you call life right now. Your hopes and dreams, your interpretation of yourself, the things you want to show up for. And even if one of you friends do work in the porn industry, I won't think any less of you. But I don't know if I want to, by investing my time into it, support it or encourage that kind of behavior. Like my mind is running so many tangents right now, right? Like I'm thinking about a Reddit post specifically about some sort of fundraiser for people to be shot into space because they want to make a sex tape in zero gravity. And I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, what the fuck is actually happening, right? What's wrong with us as human beings sometimes? Sex is not a priority. Maybe that's what helps me in my mind. Sex hasn't been a priority in a long time. Like I feel like this is such a weird and personal stream now. I might as well go into even more fractals. When I was in high school, uh, I got into a relationship with a girl for 2.5 years. Right? She was my very first girlfriend, and she was enthusiastic, right? Very much so. And it's not that I wasn't, but I wasn't as enthusiastic as she was. And it would cause turmoil between me and her because she would have expectations of me that I wouldn't always want to meet. And then if I didn't meet her expectations, it became a self reflection or a way for her to hurt herself, right? That the reason I don't want to partake in sexual exchange of energy is because she is undesirable, or I am expelling my sexual energy differently, right? I'm cheating, or I'm, finding some sort of other means to get it out of me. And it only caused more separation in a weird way, right? Where I noticed that even though it was something that was enjoyable, it wasn't at some point helping me bond with this person, right? Sure, sex can be for bonding, but if the lack of sex makes you feel like you are unbonded, then it becomes like another job, if you will, right? It just becomes another thing that you do. And I stopped enjoying it as a thing, right? Now to me it is an exchange of energy, very much so, right? Like, and I haven't been sexually intimate with someone in years. And I would lie if I said I wasn't desiring intimacy, right? But it's not a priority. Again, coming full circle. And I wonder if that says something about me, right? Is there something wrong with me for not wanting to, or at least not being driven to, right? Like, I see people my age, and it's the only thing they think about. It's the only thing their minds are occupied with. Like, we have to go somewhere to find people to sleep with, and I'm like, I know. I'm very comfortable where I am. Thank you very much. I don't need to go anywhere right now. What a weird fractal to share. Time? Yeah, time spent experiencing that energy allows me to realize that I don't want to continue spending my time experiencing that energy. Right? Not if it's not for something. Not if it's not for love. Not if it's not for procreation. Not if it's not for intimacy, real intimacy, connection, if you will. Instead of just getting something done. Shouldn't be to get something done. Duck Dad. I have a huge draw from the universe to bring Melt. I think I read one. Please. Closer and closer and closer. Beautiful seeing us come together. So much love is being shared. I love how much I derail the stream. Sorry, everyone. This is how it works, Duck Dad. Sex work is really work. If my kids wanted to do that, I would just want them to be safe. I hear you. Melty's mom and dad are listening to him like, what the fuck right now? They don't listen to my streams. Vessel might be listening to my stream passively. Luister jy passively wat ek sê? I cannot even Vessel is listening passively, so none of my family members will ever hear these words. I'll get to keep my innocence. Gabi becomes Melty's sugar daddy. Please, my mind. Melty, I sent you a pic of what messed up my time management with kids. I saw the snuggle trap is what you said, Natalie. It's completely okay, friend. I love you always. I love how much the stream. I agree, it's a legitimate work, Natalie, but that doesn't mean I'd want my hypothetical children making it. Yeah, I also don't know if I would appreciate them doing that. And I'm trying to ask why, right? Isn't my ego? Is my ego the thing that is kind of attached to not wanting them to do that? Is it my values? Is it my sense of priority? Decency? Legitimacy, even, It's a whole trip in the mind. Maybe it's important for us to think about it as well. William, is your J key broken on your keyboard? Shan, be right back. I'm going to find and send you a pic on the Discord. Love. No, my fingers are going faster than my keyboard on myself. It's true. A tree grown stardust of smoke for leaves and water for roots. I like that, Joshmo. Make it. I feel you, William. That's one of the reasons my input can be few and far between. I'm mostly for typos. Type the typos as well. I'll make mistakes, but some of us will figure it out. That does that. Mel, the way you were folding your legs makes my legs work. Like my legs are pretty flexible. Like I'm really flexible. I wasn't always, but the yoga has helped a lot, as you can see. All right, and then, right, I can switch them without using my hands as well. Takes time, but it is so worth it. It is so worth it. It's like It's like mobility, range of motion. I was actually thinking about you just now, Joel, when brother Joe wrote a a tree grown starburst with smoke for leaves and water for roots. I was like, brother Joel would probably make something like that. Sending you love, dude. It's nice having you. Do 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 do. I've been told that William needs to do yoga later too. Yeah, do yoga with us, William. You can also get flexible. I see what my body can handle. Just a little by little, dude. Like it didn't happen overnight for me. I do feel I got some ability naturally, but the rest of it I had to kind of lean into. If I was rich, I'd be a bigger patron to the arts. We're moving into the new renaissance. You already are, Joy V. You're a patron to my art. You are the families that are rich enough to support the arts. Joy V, if you were rich, I would totally come and work for you. Nice. I'd want to get Machi a literal cat castle covered in carpet. That sounds like a dream come true to a little kitty. I'm just watching Machi run up it like a crazy cat. Pool boy slash cat trainer slash chef slash housekeeper slash funny commentary security. I got you. I would sponsor art communities to help them get established. We'll do all of these things, right? Like our story isn't over. Decree it and so it be, right? Not I want to be rich, because by saying I want to be rich, technically at the same time you're proclaiming I am not rich, right? I am rich. I am abundant. Today I wrote in my journal, my manifestation journal. Let me read to you some of your friends. It was a day of clarity. So, and I wrote it like technically told me write down what you want to manifest. So from that prompt, I started writing I want, I want, and then I was like, no, I am actually. I don't want for these things. They are already with me. So these are the things I wrote down as to trying to create some clarity about what I want to do with my life. And it starts with I am building a business that works in service of people, helping them heal and gain insight for increased quality of life. I am to start a project that helps schools and kids get connected to the rest of the world, specifically thinking about it in Africa. Solar batteries, Starlinks, and donated devices for those that need it most. I am to inspire and help the taking care of humanity. All people will reprioritize what is important and make sure all people can live well. When all people are taken care of, we can reevaluate what needs to be done next. I am free to travel the world, not limited by finances, paperwork, time, or turmoil. I can go anywhere with ease and share my message. I am well known by people around the world, and my message touches them deeply. As more friends hear my truth of love, they start to show up for it. I am helping others create their dreams, and I was like thinking about Shannon very specifically on this one as well. I'm helping others create their dreams and freedoms by offering a message of self empowerment and self confidence, right? Again, that yes, we're saving each other, but we're starting by saving ourselves. We're starting by believing in ourselves, having that confidence to actually step up. Where are you? Kianeda, I believe, got skills. What kind of skills do you require? I stepped away from the restaurant industry, but I'm a man of many hats. I work on hot tubs, I'm a bouncer at a bar, and I also do snow removal right now. Gangster. Mans can work. I'm proud of you, brother William. Damn, William, you're a true Renaissance man. Did you use the word Renaissance before I did or after I did? I'm curious now, Joy V, because now I'm for the first time seeing it. I'm a versatile and hardworking individual with reliable transportation and a clean background. Resume, psst, that easy. I'm such a child. I'm so sorry. It's okay. The pay is not a mortal currency, though. It's true. William, I'm also a Renaissance man. Odd jobs for the win. And it's only going to be more of that, right? There's a butterfly behind me. Everyone has different perspectives when it comes to being intimate. It's essential to have a partner that complements your own. If not, it won't work. It's true. Ah, it's true. I have figured out that all I have to do is live my life the way I believe I'm supposed to, right? Go places that I believe I'm supposed to be going, do things that I'm supposed to be doing, spend my time living my life well. And then if I do that, somehow, surely, I'll meet the person that's doing the same thing. And then hopefully there is some sort of connection. But I'm not seeking anymore. Williams, what I tell people, I do those pesky husband jobs to free up more time with the hobbies. That's nice. That's so nice. Thank you, Duck Dad, for doing that. It was fun. Fractal to explore, Mel. Thank you, Natalie. It was a weird one, right? And I don't know why I share it, other than the OnlyFans trip that we went into, and how I could have gone down that path. Maybe that's the thing that I'm trying to remind myself of, is to be like, yeah, that path was available to me. I could have gone on that path if I wanted to. I'm proud that I didn't. Right? Man, you could make so much money. So much money. I would be exponent. I would like actually be balling at this point of my life if I did porn instead. Guess I'll suffer. Guess I'll suffer. Oh, also, there's no telling when those odd bits of knowledge you've acquired will come in handy. True. No effort is wasted. Your skills stay with you. Nobody can take that shit from you. Melty, I'm in the same fractal. I'm going on a couple of years myself. Became a dad and started the business, and just wasn't a priority. I would love it, but I'm not going to let my urges create issues. Mm. My mind is being taken a little bit of a ride, but I feel like it's a little bit much to just go into this fractal and stream right now. Intimacy is very personal subject to analyze. You really need to be educated on the individual before you can begin to suggest any path for them. Carnal desires are very low on the spectrum of intimacy. I agree. My mindset is more than I would rather than my offspring. I feel self confident enough to take charge of how their intimate moments are shared instead of having it shared without consent. This I agree with as well. Land before time vibes. Yeah, I need also express my love for you, Van. Legs hurting again. Flexibility, dude. Like it's trippy to me how we see things like that, and it creates a response, right? An experience. To me, it's normal. To me, it's just normal. And yet, to someone else, it might be weird. Jordan Ramsey, love you. He has a 37 in his username, Shan. I don't know how many of our friends are staying. Sending you good vibes, though. Did you give me a bunch of updates? Yeah, you did. Thank you, Shannon. I missed it until very recently. Do 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 do. William, point your toes like a bannerilla. No joke. It stretches your muscles in ways that will relieve the pain when you relax. It only hurts for a second. It's true. I couldn't even sit cross-legged as a kid. It was painful after a few minutes. My legs would go numb, and they would always want you to sit that way in preschool and kindergarten. Yeah, for us as well. Preschool, kindergarten, primary school, and high school. We would have these sol periodes, it would be called, whole period. And then we had to sit in the hole, and we didn't have chairs, so we had to sit on the ground, cross-legged. And I guess that also probably helped, just the amount of time I had to. Pointing my toes as we speak. Thank you. I bid you all a lovely day. Lovely day to you too. Shanansky, you opened so many childhood memories. Not the food itself, but the ball. My grandma used to serve me in that ball. It's like a warm hug. I'm guessing Shannon's shared something in the Discord potentially. I could never touch my toes before. Oof, it used to hurt. I used to be stiff as a plank. Unable to plank. You as well, Natalie. Take care of that posture. So much love to you. We'll see you again soon, dear friend. You feel better now? You feel the yoga that we've been practicing has been helping, Jovan? I'm curious. Like I feel the yoga session that I provide could serve as like a very basic stretching program, right? If you've never stretched in your life and you want to start stretching just in general and you don't really know what stretches to do and you don't really know, how much time you should be spending, I have like a 15 to 20-minute practice. I have like a few YouTube videos as well if you don't want to find the live. If you just do those once a day, look at me, it will improve your quality of life, right? I'm biased. I am, but flexibility is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Oh man. mm-hmm. So Sam says, while I've got the brain trust here, I need to ask, anyone got any good postures for mid-back flexibility? I need to set myself some new goals because I achieved the last one I set. Hey Google, what exercises can we do for mid-back flexibility? So seated twist. Ah, for mid-back flexibility. Child's pose, that one we do where we're like having our knees tucked and our arms far in front of us. Thread the needle is this pose where you have like an arm far in front of you and then you put your other arm, I think, underneath it. Cat cow pose that we do in the practice as well. Oh yes, the latissimus dorsi stretch. You don't know what the latissimus dorsi stretch is? Peasants. I don't know either. The passive back bend, I guess. Cobra pose we also do, and then the bridge, which we also do. So you have a lot. I think like the twists, we do child's pose, we do cat cows, or we do technically upward facing dog cows, which is like a variation of cat cows. We do cobra pose and we do bridge. So like literally four of the top recommended, mid back stretching exercises, mobility exercises we already do in our practice as well. There you go, Sam. You're already smashing your goals. Stretching to the point of pain, but not to the point of injury. This will release many different enzymes in the body that that inspires relief. Your body naturally wants to feel good. Press on it a little. When you stop pressing on your limits, you will find bliss in your relaxed state. Yes. Like, man, I'm getting fire in my razor. Okay, look at this. Like, this is like this, like. So, yoga is great for you. Stretching is great for you. Period. I promise. I promise. Try it. Try it. Try it for, a month. And then if you don't feel better, then I'll eat my socks. You don't wear socks, Mel. I'll put on socks, take my socks off, and then eat them if you don't feel better after exercising and stretching. Hard short pushes can create long-lasting. Hard short pushes can create long-lasting relief. It can also increase muscle strength, right? Muscle mobility can also increase your strength. It's also a nice added bonus. Cross applesauce. Replace the culturally insensitive Indian style of my youth. I'm on my way to the Children's Museum to explore with the kiddo. Have an excellent day, and remember, you're all awesome and totally valuable in whatever state of being you are. Yes. I feel like that needs to go as like a disclaimer. Yeah, we'll talk about a bunch of things. We'll inspire, we'll encourage. But we're encouraging you to do things, not because you are less for not doing these things, but because you will gain more by doing these things, right? It's like, which side of the infinity are you looking at, right? Are you taking this point to convince yourself of your lack, or are you taking this point to convince yourself to do more? Time management, right? You are in the middle of infinity, so how you manage your time will be what you get out of time ultimately. Oh heck yeah, I can plank like mad these days. I can touch my head to my knees, reaching my hands to the floor behind my feet now. Thanks, Yogi. Thank you. Right? Like I can give you cues, but I cannot yoga for you. Love you, Jovan. Thank you for showing up. My grandma gave me that bold duck, Dad. I'm happy it brought those warm memories back to you. Love is true. Melty, voguing his way from the sun. Voguing is my way of sitting vogue. Hey Google, what does voguing mean? I'm not gonna read the word that I thought I said. Hey Google, what does voguing mean? Logan, no. Hey Google, what does voguing mean? Logan. I accept that I know nothing. I'm stupid. I'm okay with it. I'm walking around and working and talking to Melt while he's talking. I love you, Brother Joe. Thank you, friends, for joining me, for sharing this moment, for spending some of your time here. I feel like it was definitely a little bit of a weird stream, right? I don't know if I did the best I could with your time, which makes it even more loving that you're still here for it. I look like a crazy person doing tar work and randomly saying, yeah, exactly. And you get what I'm saying. Seems funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, is he alright? Oh, he's just vibing. I tried to give you a bunch of updates on Wednesday. Dance day. You get higher in the ranks so more people can see. Love you, Shan. Thank you for that. I see Guadalupe is here again today. Love you, friend. It's nice to see that 88 in your username. Man, I got zapped. My energy is done. Let's pull a card, shall we? Let's see. What does sacred geometry have to say today? Think it's gonna be good stuff. Yesterday's triangle we pulled, we ended up making a triangle flower as well. I was like, as I was making the flower, I was like, holy shit, we pulled the triangle, the Trinity card yesterday, and I'm going to make a triangle work of art. So today is going to be a quadruple work of art, but let me show you the fractal flower of yesterday. That was yesterday's. Look at that shiznit. Wore that black shirt with the little orange squigglies and then that blue scarf, the black pants. So more try hard. Voguing, or voguing, intransitive verb, to strike poses in campy institutions of fashion models, especially as a kind of dance. Yes, I am vogued. I vogue so hard. I'm getting gebevoked. Too purple. You see, you think purple? I'm looking around. I'll do that. Joe and Amara's like, Mom, what are you talking about? Tell Amara we love her. Yellow. Circle yellow, Joe says. Car time. I love all of the hearts and yesterday's flower. I'm happy that you saw them. Captured that heart energy. Silly Shan. Is Amara on the upswing? I've been thinking of her. I hope that she is. Let's see. We have Maxine thinking blue. Joe Schmo thinking purple and yellow. Am I seeing any other? Ah! I felt something biting me for a second. Blue, huh? Let's see. This one? I will be pulling two. Two wants to be pulled. I can find. We pulled both of them upside down. Drum roll. So Joe Schmo was like purple. Alright. And Maxine was like blue. So this card is blue, at least the border of it, and this card is purple, the border of it as well. Orange, there very much is orange in those wings, orange in the little dragonfly as well. Together we fly, and heart Taurus. Look at them burbs, them eagers, maybe hawks potentially. Hey, you dry historian. I see you, friend. She's feeling better today. I kept her home, but she's not in pain anymore and more herself again. Thank you for asking. I added some Dijais again to my tummy with her in mind, actually, Shan. I'm happy that she's feeling better. You did it. I love my family so much, and we love you, Joe. Together we fly, and the heart Taurus. We pulled both of them upside down, so I'll read the upside down meanings first. Card number 60's upside down meaning goes, perhaps you think you have all the answers. I'm getting, I'm getting so spotlighted. Please shed the illusion. Understand that growth and freedom may require a little guidance at times. Confer with friends and colleagues. Listen with an attitude of openness. And know that when you join together, you help create a greater whole. Hot damn. That's a little bit poignant, isn't it? And then the reverse meaning of this one is, have you been too much in your head of late? Enter the heart Taurus and consciously reconnect with your heart. Growth and freedom. Embedded within this card is the beautiful geometry that was created by the crop circle makers in Great Britain in 2005. It is reminiscent of ancient stone glyphs and suggests a code that, if carefully calibrated, may unlock potential and accelerate growth. The magical couple holds hands as they take wings and soar above a lush, green, tropical environment. Growth is all around them, embracing and nourishing their shared vision. Oh shit! Dry? No. Joshmo, you said circle as well, right? By the way, like the core fractal, the core sacred geometry, circular. And then for the intelligence of the heart, is circular. So just like you were very much in the fractal, by the way. By joining together in this freedom flight, they amplify their individual potentials and grow beyond the bounds of conventional relationship to a place of resonance with awe of creation. Two hawks acts as guides in flight and far-sighted awareness. The dragonfly reminds them not to get caught up in illusion. This card asks you to expand your vision of personal power, envisioning yourself unlocking your own capacity for growth and then reaching beyond yourself to touch the ones you love. It further asks you to allow all of your relationships to flourish and grow in their own manner, and to celebrate the potential for mutual growth and shared freedom. Damn, I feel like that is very much in line with the fractal we were sharing today, right? Like the fact that I went into sexuality and relationships and intimacy as well, and then we pull like the, like, you know, kind of like coupley card in the fractal, and not even here. Damn, you're here, dude, in this moment always, even if you're not here. Dry. SA is a lush tropical environment. It can be, right? It does get pretty barren and dry as well sometimes. There's an again to this card. You were there, brother Joe. You know. Thank you, Joe. I just got off the phone having a convo about communication and anxiety with a friend. Whoo! Now we're gonna talk about the intelligence of your heart, right? The intelligence of all of our hearts. This is a Taurus, right? So I don't know if this is clear, but you can see this object, this little circle, as a tube. And then from this tube, it bleeds out, flowing right back into that tube, right? So it's a circle surrounded by a larger circle, and that larger circle bleeds into the smaller circle, and the smaller circle bleeds into the larger circle. And our heart is a Taurus, and there's a belief that our bodies generate these Taurus fields as well. Like you are channeling that universal energy into you as a circle, and then that channeling energy is also bleeding out into the rest of infinity. And then when we come together as people, our Taurus fields intersect with one another, and then that intersection becomes this experience we're having right now, this energy exchange we're experiencing. So the Taurus heart, the heart Taurus, It has some flower of life geometry embedded in there as well. It's a beautiful card. Let's hear what it says. The intelligence of the heart. The torus is a piece of sacred geometry that, when viewed as a three-dimensional object, looks rather like a donut. The human heart has 7 muscles that form a torus, and it is the shape of the Earth's magnetic field. Yeah, that's also the Earth generates a torus, and that torus basically protects us from, solar winds and stuff like that. This toroidal energy connects you with the intelligence of your heart and asks you to become conscious of the effects emotions have on your ability to experience life wholly. Damn. Emotions open your heart and can lead to a deeper communication and connection with self and others, allowing you to feel more at peace and in balance. Emotions can also baffle your intellect and stir up confusion, integrating head and heart. Mind and emotions is the expression and function of the intelligence of your heart. Meditate with this heart torus, sit within its dynamic movement, and really feel its vitality as you knowingly connect with your heart. Consciously experience the emotions that arise. Bless what you are feeling and ask how this may inform what is occurring in your life today. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for your very human ability to experience emotions. Honor the intelligence of your heart. Escabal. Amazing synchronization, and you were here for it. After all, you showed up for this moment. You spent your time right here. And then because you spent your time the way you did, you got to have all of these moments. Thank you for honoring the intelligence of your heart, to believe that there is something of worth here. It melts me, makes me happy, and I thank you for it. I love you so much. I'm already looking forward to spending some more time with you tomorrow. Goodbye. I'll see you again soon. Pay attention to your heart today. Why don't you? You got a beating heart in your body. It has been baduduping your whole life. And it will continue to badudup until you're no longer alive. And while we are, we might as well listen to these badudupings, right? These ebbs and flows, these hard moments and easy moments, these experiences of light and dark. I love you too, Joviv. Love you, Dry. Love you, Joe. Love you, Shan. Love you, Jovan. Love you, Joy. Thank you, friends, for being a love outlet. I seriously love all of you so much. So much. And I wish you the best for you always. I see the best. Oh, I'm seeing an eye. Oh, that was almost like too weird. As soon as I close my eyes trying to imagine you friends, I just see this eye peering at me. It's like, I looketh at you and I'm like, I'm still there. still looking at me. Okay. Wishing you all a million updates of a day. So much love to you. Thank you, Shannon. Tremendously, dearly Melty, and all of you wonderfully incredible friends. Thank you for being so incredibly wonderful yourself. I love you. You matter, right? You matter. The way you spend your time matters. Because you matter. Not because time is important, but because you are. Stream concluded. Love you. See you again soon. Choo-choo, Maxine. Love you all to bits. See you soon. Goodbye, everyone. Love you.